Welcome back. We are here with three fine ladies who are going to talk to us about everything that's going on in Marine City, Michigan. Down at the end of the table, Miss, what's your name, Smith? Isn't it? No, that's Smith's over here. Cathy Burton, the owner of the Inn on Water Street.
Yes.
Wonderful, exciting thing we want to talk about. And the Riverbank Theater and the Snug Theater. And you brought along a new intern by the name of Hannah Beecher. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Welcome to the
too.
Focus Set.
Thank you.
And Brittany Smith down here, the artistic director of Riverbank and the director of The Nerd.
Yes, that's our
Ladies,
next
what's
show.
going on in Marine City? It's just busy, busy, busy.
We like it that way.
Yes.
We
Yes.
like to see that.
Let's talk first about the progress of the Inn on Water Street. The anticipation is exciting.
I know. We had our daughter Valerie's birthday party there last weekend, so that was kind of a trial run, and it
Ooh.
went very well. So
Wonderful.
we're getting ready. We're looking at a soft opening on April 7th.
Okay,
and then
just
we're
around the
gonna-
corner.
Yeah, we're going to do the big ribbon cutting on May 4th.
Okay, very
So,
good.
Yeah,
You have a restaurant there too.
we do. The restaurant is the Inn Kitchen.
All right.
You're probably familiar with Kristen Bain from the Harson's Island
Great
Schoolhouse Grill.
lady, great restaurant.
Yes, and she's leading that initiative for us. She's got a great team of chefs, and they did a fine job last Saturday for us, so we're really looking forward to getting that open and getting people in there.
The restaurant is located where?
It's on the first floor
Okay.
of the hotel.
Okay.
It's in the hotel, but we also have a screened porch outside the
Okay.
hotel, so we can see about
Oh.
50 out on the screened porch, because, the view is so
Yeah.
phenomenal. And she's going with a very kind of rustic farmhouse cuisine, everything. She's really big on sourcing her food locally whenever possible. She loves the organic farm-to-table style of cooking, and
Right.
we're looking at having a menu with some really hearty bone-in pork chop
like
and
that.
a really nice ribeye steak. And, she's just got a great menu. Got nice ahi tuna, and her duck breast is to die for.
Isn't there a spectacular beam in there or a table or something?
There is. We actually repurposed a lot of the treasures we found in the Terhune building.
Okay.
There were beams in that building holding the building up, literally, and these beams, we talked to all the local historians and actually found the story behind them. There was a contract with McLouth Shipyard back
Okay.
in World War
All
I
right,
for
right in Marine City.
for 10 tugboats, and each of those tugboats needed a 65-foot keel. Well, the contract got canceled when the war ended, and they were stuck with all these tugboat keels.
Oh,
And we found 4 of them up in the facility at Terhune, holding up the building, and we repurposed every one of them. One is over the fireplace, one's hanging from the ceiling with Edison light bulbs
Marvelous.
over a dining table that my husband, he took one home, and he ripped that beam into planks and made a beautiful 14-foot long farmhouse table
oh,
that
marvelous.
sits underneath the beam. And then the porch is encircled with those beams, holding up the porch. We used them in the structure. It's
What
so
a
cool
great,
to have that.
Great thing. That's just super.
And then at Terhune's big barn doors,
Yeah.
each door is 4 feet wide, and they were the showroom doors that you'd open up, and they're like barn doors.
Yeah.
Well, we hung them in the dining room as barn doors that open to the room with this lovely table, and we call it the Terhune room.
All right, I love it.
So
Well, it's important. It was a name that was in Marine City
yeah.
forever.
He's a great guy.
And he's a great guy, and he used to sit in that front window and watch the
Yep.
boats go by. Now the public can do that,
That's right.
and
That's right.
that'll just be great.
Yeah.
Soft opening in the beginning part of April, grand opening in May.
And then let's go summer.
Yeah. Couple final questions about the hotel. 20-some rooms.
26 rooms.
26 rooms.
And over 2/3 have balconies.
Okay.
So they're facing, we really made use of the space, that corner space where, so many of the rooms have a view.
Yep.
And and for the rooms in the back, I think there's 7 rooms that don't have a view, but we've got this beautiful, right at the corner corner of Bridge and Water Street, we have this beautiful sunroom with a great big window that looks out on the river. And we've got ship's binoculars in that room, and you can literally
Wonderful.
see into the pilot house.
Oh
so
my
it's a
God.
great room to just hang out in, and you can either, sit and drink a cup of coffee, watch the freighters go by, work on your computer. It's just a nice community space for the guests at the hotel.
Well, I'm only one person, but thank you for what you're doing for
Oh, you're
Marine City.
sweet.
And it's a labor of love for you and Tom, but it's certainly going to benefit the whole community, and
Well,
we
thanks.
wish you all the success in the world.
Well, thank you. Thanks for supporting us.
Let's get to the play of the day from April the 6th through April the 29th.
Yep.
There's a play called, that's close to everybody in this building here, The Nerd. Because that's
Yes.
what we have around here, is a bunch of nerds that love digital stuff. And talk to me about the play.
Yep.
What is the play?
So it's called The Nerd. It's by Larry Shue. He also wrote The Foreigner that we did a couple years ago. That was a big hit. It's a very funny show. It's about 7 characters, so a small group. It's at the Snug. It takes place in the late 70s, and the gist is the main character, his name's Willem. He has promised his army buddy that if he needs anything in life, he saved his life. So he's,
Indebted to him
yes,
forever.
he owes him his life, so he'll, do whatever he can for him. Well, he shows up at his house, and as the play goes on, you realize he has no intention of leaving.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
He's
So-
going to be living in the basement.
Yeah, on the couch.
On the couch.
Yep. But it's very funny. The nerd, that character just kind of pushes all of Willem's buttons to see how far he can go with it. So it's wacky. It's
This is
funny.
not a musical.
Nope, it's a straight play.
Straight play.
Yep.
And it is at the Snug.
Yep.
Okay. So limited seating to about 90 seats or something?
There are 98 seats
98
at the Snug.
seats.
Yep.
So
But
get
we're
your
running 4 weekends.
4
so
weekends.
yeah, grab your tickets.
Okay. And you are the director of this play?
Yes.
Great.
Yep.
Have you done a lot of regular straight dramas, or you're more a musical person?
I like them both. I like them
Okay.
both. I like to direct some of the small, quirky comedies. So
Britt's a
this is
comic
fun.
genius. She just recently directed Moon Over Buffalo for us, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
She can find humor in things that, like, that's funny. How'd you figure that out?
And this script is just so good, so I think people will enjoy it.
Hannah, tell me about joining this group as an intern. Where are you from? Are you in school now?
I'm taking a gap semester. I'm actually from Roanoke, Virginia.
Really?
Yeah. So I found out about the theater through my aunt and uncle and got in contact with Brittany and Aaron, and I'm here.
Here you are.
We have,
Here you are.
Yes, we have put her to work. She did
From day one,
costumes
yeah.
for Seussical. She's running the tech board for the Nerd, so she's getting thrown
You're
in
just
there.
getting your feet
Yeah.
and your your hands and your arms and legs
Oh,
and
I'm
everything.
all
on it.
in,
You're
yeah.
jumped in.
I saw her jump behind a sewing machine, and I'm like, I love this girl. I want to keep her here forever.
Yep.
So do you hope to stay into the world of theater?
I do, yes. In the fall, I will be attending a school in Pennsylvania to study theater. So, yeah.
Okay. Are you out of high school? Are you in college, or where?
I'm kind of in the middle of my college career right now.
Okay.
So, yep.
Great. Exciting time.
One of the things we like to do is to bring an intern in, and we don't just abuse them. We actually
Right.
want them to get exposed to theater beyond the stage. There's a lot more to it. The costuming, the stage set build, just
Yeah.
every element of it, the marketing. So we try to expose them to all of the elements of theater. And then in return, she's had the benefit of Aaron and Britt giving some coaching for auditions and helping get audition material together. And it's just something that we seek to do. If we can do that with a student throughout the year, then kind of it works for us and it works for them.
You're here at an exciting time with
I
the
am,
hotel
yeah.
opening and the plays that they've got going all summer long. It's just going to be great. When do you leave? September? October?
Actually, I leave May 21st, the day after the next
Titanic.
musical, Titanic, closes. So,
Okay.
yep.
And I hear great things about Titanic.
Yeah, it's
That's
really,
good.
I mean, it's just going to be beautiful.
Yeah,
The music.
beautiful music. Everyone
Great
knows
cast.
the story,
Titanic
but great
opens-
cast. May 4th.
May 4th, and runs 5 weeks, 4 weeks,
It runs through the 20th.
to the 20th.
3 weeks. We're adding some Wednesdays and Thursdays to that
Oh.
as well, though, because I
Yeah,
think
I've
the demand will be high.
great things about it already. So, all right. So the Nerd starts the 6th of April
April.
through the 29th
Yep.
at the Snug. The hotel is April.
Yeah,
is-
April 7th.
Soft opening, and then but you can I rent rooms immediately?
Yes, April 7th. We can absolutely bring all your friends and rent them all. That's wonderful.
And the restaurant is going to be opening, and it's just going to be a great
Yeah,
summer.
I think so. Can I talk just a real quick
I
plug
want
for
you to
the
take as much time as
Performing
you want.
Arts Academy?
Yes, let's talk about
It's been going
that.
very well, and
Good.
you know that's why Aaron Smith can't be here. We just keep him working on that Performing Arts Academy. No.
So what's happening there?
April, May, we're doing enrollment right now. We've
Oh,
got
okay.
of course, our Snug Bugs and the programs for the young kids. We've also got, this time we're doing a master class, an adult master class. And part of the reason, and I wanted to bring it up, is we have a lot of talent in the area. People kind of like myself who did a lot of theater when we were younger and then got busy with life and business and then had an opportunity to come back to it when things slowed down a little.
Right.
Which is what got me back involved in theater in the early 2000s. And some of us, we could hone our skills a little. We've been away from it for a while,
Right.
and it doesn't hurt to actually take the time to take a master class, bone up on your skills, and I think that if we could encourage some of the local community members who have been in our shows or auditioned for our shows to take that class, I think it'll be just terrific. You get away from it, you forget things.
That's right. That's absolutely correct.
And there isn't the time, when you're in a production, you don't have the time to really tweak your personal skills. You tweak the character. You work with the person on the character they're portraying. But think of what you could get out of a master class by going in and just learning a monologue, learning how to audition properly. So I'm kind of encouraging the adults who want to be involved in theater, take this class, get in there.
Okay, so the class, the adult class is going to be when?
April and May. It's
Yeah.
part of our academy season. It's part of the academy portfolio, and they can go online right now and
That's
take a
right.
look at it. But yeah,
Online, and you'll find out about the academy and the children's programs too.
yes,
Yeah.
Where are those academy classes going to be held?
Riverbank. That's at
the
Riverbank.
Okay.
And Britt's teaching. What's it
A
called?
Broadway tap class. We've got 25 openings. We've got 20 kids signed up so far, so there's a couple more spots left. There's a Snug Bugs class for the young ones. We call them River Rats for the kind of middle school age. And then high school students are also encouraged to take some
master class as well.
classes. So
Okay.
offerings for everybody.
Well, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Brittany, good
Thank
to see
you.
Welcome to Michigan.
Thank you.
You can take the snow with you when you
I think I want to leave it up here.
Thanks for having us back again. We appreciate this a
anytime.
lot.
Anytime. You guys have got the exciting summer coming up for the Riverbank and the Inn on Water Street.
Yeah.
We'll be back in just a second.